I'm gonna change my settings. Yo, we are live. Oh, I gotta get my phone. Wait, because I gotta change my settings. Woo, woo,
Yeah.
woo, 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 woo. Let me get it together.
Surprise.
Yay, we are live. Let me see. Let me get to us. Wait, gotta get to my page. And let's see here. Okay. Uh, wait, I don't see it. Wait. Just now. Oh, I see y'all. Ah, okay. Let me make it edit and make it public.
Wow.
Okay, wait. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, this way.
Edit, edit privacy. Public. Okay. I don't know if it'll let me share, but hopefully it will. If not, y'all share.
Okay. Okay.
Yay! Woo. Okay. Hey, everybody. Hey. We are here live. Day 3, a time of greatness. I am super excited because the last 2 nights have been fire, and this is the third night, so it can't be nothing but fire. Like thebomb.com, like show up, show out, like do it, like yeah. We want y'all to understand that greatness is your birthright, and you deserve the greatness. So we've been talking about these past 2 nights about different things, the sacrifices that you have to go through when you're trying to be great. We talked about when you first get that feeling like you're supposed to be doing something great, or how crazy you feel, like, oh my God. So, anyways, that's what we've been talking about. Before I get started, really into it, I want to introduce myself. My name is Renette Upson-Bush. I am the CEO and founder of the Next Level Nation and the Next Level Chicks. I call myself the Purpose Pusher. Okay, and also Next Level Chick, and we have Next Level Chicks on here as well. So I want them to introduce themselves before we get started. So we will start with Latoya, and then we'll go to Carol, and then we'll go to Angela.
All right. Thank you, Renette. I am Latoya Frazier. I am a next level chick and a business strategist, and I am so happy to be here to talk to you guys about the weekend of greatness.
Yes. All right.
Hello.
Who else?
I am Carol Davis, and I'm also a next level chick. And I am an actress, singer, author, whatever you want to call it. And I'm here to also speak about greatness.
Woo.
Yes, hello, you all. I am Angela Williams. I am known as the mental resilience coach, but I've upgraded that to the evolution coach, because what I'm about to bring with my Air Method program, that's what it's going to be. So I'm glad to be here, and I'm also a next level chick. So
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. Thank y'all. So if y'all go ahead and share it out, it's not allowing me to share. We've been a little stifled, but you know what? This is a great thing, and people can watch the replay if they can't get it now. So as I said, we've been talking about this for the last 2 nights, and this is the third night. And greatness truly is your birthright. And so one of the things that I have is 4 agreements, which is greatness is your birthright. The next thing is it is in you. The next thing is you are necessary. And the fourth thing is show up. You have to show up. So those are the 4 agreements that you make with yourself when you decide that greatness is what you're trying to pursue. So we're going to be talking about a time of greatness and pursuing greatness. And the pursuit of greatness is something that can be hard, it can be scary, but you know what? We know we can do hard things. So as y'all are coming in, say hey, y'all. Say hey. We want to speak to y'all. We want to acknowledge you or whatever, and then we want you to share it out. So I want to ask this first question as we talk about greatness as we continue this talk. So when you were on your pursuit to greatness, because this is a question that a lot of people ask, like, how do you keep going when you don't have the support, and everybody you thought would be with you, they've like stepped away, they aren't there for you, and they kind of just like leave you hanging. I know so many people that have started on the pursuit of greatness, and maybe they started with a group or a business, and it ends up being just that one person. Or maybe you did it with the family, you know, family, you and the family member, and then it just ended up being you. So, what I want to ask you all is how did you find the support to get through the hard times? How did you find the support to get through the hard times? Who wants to go first with that question?
I'll go.
Okay, Angela.
Okay, so first, one of the hard times I had to get through was having breast cancer, and it was more or less understanding that those who I wanted near me may have had something their own. Always try to see the positive on their side, regardless of what they had going on, and then going out and finding those who could and had the support that I needed that could offer that support. So, like surrounding myself with people who were like, okay, we have the time to do this for you, or we are that invested that we're on that same mind frame as you, as we want to reciprocate what we have in our hearts to you also. So that's how I found support, was going out and looking for it, looking for those positive relationships.
Oh, I believe that. I love that. Looking for those positive relationships. And like you said, people that could reciprocate, because a lot of things in relationships are not reciprocal. You're there for them, but they're not there for you. And what I do know is in 2024, I'm not doing it, you know, because you support a lot of people. Then when it's your turn, it's like, ooh, where are they?
Mm.
Crickets. So, yeah. Who
Mhm.
wants to go next?
I can go next.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Go.
Similar. Oh, I may have a little lag, so I'm sorry if you guys, if I'm lagging.
No problem.
But technology, you gotta love it, right? So similar to Angela, me being able to actually go out and find or build my own support system, right? Because sometimes the support system that we think or feel that we have isn't the support system that we have or need at all, right? So it depends on what support looks like to you. What do you need in that moment, right? And finding those like-minded individuals to support you in that time of need.
Yes, yes, because support is different for everybody, and just making sure that you what you need at that time, because you're gonna need different stuff depending on where you are
Mhm.
in your journey. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
yeah. Oh Lord, I didn't see Amber. Where is she? Hold on. Y'all keep answering.
Oh, Miss
Where is
Carol.
Okay.
do
Well,
I
I'll
see
go
Amber?
ahead. I'll go ahead. And so going through one of the hardest times, in my life, was when I lost, my spouse. And it's one thing to lose your parents, but then it's a whole nother level when you lose your spouse. And I think for me, it was so important, you know, to really harness, my faith, in God, and to pray and ask him to give me the strength, to move forward, and to also surround my to surround myself, with people that would support me. Even going to the point of even seeking help, because when you're going through a traumatic time or what have you need somebody to kind of help you through that process. So that's how I was able to gain ground and to gain strength, not only with my faith in God and praying, but also seeking the help that I needed, whether it was therapy or what have you, in order to maintain and to be able to stand on my own 2 feet and then move forward.
Yes, I love that, Carol, because I mean, I understand that when we're in the pursuit of greatness and these things happen, such as death, because I talked about that on Tuesday when we did it, going through 22 deaths. We do have to get that help. That support may sometimes mean you might have to step into counseling. You might have to get a therapist. It can't be always the people that we know. So I'm glad that you brought that up. And I want to say that we have Amber Nicole on here. Yay!
Hey,
So Amber, we're gonna pause and introduce Amber real quick, and then she can. Did you get a question, Amber?
No.
Okay, so I'll tell you. You introduce well, let me tell you what the question is, and you can introduce yourself and answer. So we said, how did you find the support you needed to get through the hard times as you were pursuing your greatness?
Oh, that's a great question. Hi guys, my name is Coach Amber Nicole. I am a confidence coach, and I'm just here to help people find the best version of themselves every single day. Um, One thing for me, because I moved to Florida 5 years ago, and I moved with just me and my son, and I brought my sister along, but I knew nobody here. Literally, just left where I was at and moved here, like took that risk, took the leap of faith because I knew God was calling me here. And so, one thing I really had to do to keep pushing forward is number one, remember that God told me to come here. So I know that He was going to make a way for me while I'm here. And then the second thing was to find women to connect with that was on my purpose, that's doing the things that I was doing. So I connected with women. I got in meetup groups. I got around, I started doing speaking engagements. I kind of, I went to church. So I really just found people that kind of helped me. So I guess build a community would be what I'm trying to say. I had to build a community around me of people that helped me continuously um, do what I'm supposed to be doing and continuously keep pushing through even when it got hard. Because obviously when you move to a new city, a new state with no family, no friends, it's very, very hard. So just continuously putting myself out there, especially as an introvert, was not the easiest because I don't really like talking all the time. So it was difficult, and but still just always constantly remembering that God called me to do this and keeping that promise that He gave to me and continuously pushing forward, even when it didn't look like the way I wanted it to look.
I love that. God told you to do it. God called you to do it. And that's enough reason right there to get up. And, with God giving us the thing, the dream, the goal, the vision, we already know He gives us the provision, but He will send those people to you even when people turn against you. So that was really good. I love that. So that was a great loaded question. So I got another one for you. How, and when you got this dream, this goal, this vision, and you were super excited about it, and even now, how do you feel about sharing your pursuit of greatness with others? How do you feel about that? Who wants to answer that first?
I'll go again. I'm awesomely excited to share all of those things that I've been through, just because of how I know how our stories can help, like, catapult people to their greatness also, just by sharing. So I'm happy to share anything. It's just how you share it and what parts of it you share.
So as you think about your dream and your goal, are you good with sharing that with people?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Um, who wants to go next?
I can go next.
Okay.
For me, I can say I'm good with sharing it now, but I didn't used to be good with sharing it because I felt as though I was bragging or other folks would perceive me as bragging, right? But then I had to understand and come to the realization that someone sharing their story helped me to find my voice in sharing my story as I was identifying my
Oh, that's
greatness.
good.
So now that I do share, so many people come to me and say, thank you so much for living your life out loud because you're showing others that it can be done and that you're encouraging us. So I no longer want to hide my voice. I want to share my voice because, like I said, someone else's story helped me. So I would be selfish not to share my story with everyone else because you never know who is going to bless, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. We should be sharing our voice. That's really cool, and that's really a good thing. But I know, well, I'll wait until everybody says their portion, because I have some thoughts on it as well. So Amber or Carol, which one? Who wants to go?
Okay. All right. I'll go. Um, I have no problem sharing my story, my journey, because I know that in sharing, just like Latoya and Angela said, you are helping somebody else because somebody else is going through what you have gone through, and because I've seen other women, and I'm always going to speak from a perspective of a widow because that's, what I am. And I've seen other widows who have just moved on and pursued their dreams. And so that encouraged me. And so as I was going through my widow journey, then and I began to share. And I think I was on your program one time, Amber, right? And as I began to share, I was encouraging other, widows that, wow, look at all what she went through. But now look how she's out there. Look how she's, speaking and doing and so forth. So that's encouraging them. And so I don't mind sharing my story because God has been good to me. He brought me from a mighty long way. And then, like I said the other day, I've come this far by faith.
Amen. Amen. Amber.
All
That
right
was
now, Miss
good.
Carol.
That was good. Right.
I need
That
some
was
of those
good.
reactions like they
He
have
went
on Zoom.
preaching.
Woo.
He went to preaching.
Yes, yes. For me, I would say at the beginning, it was difficult for me because I was so shameful about the things that I endured and that I went through. But it made it easier for me once I realized that I didn't get stuck there. And the people who's dealt with the things I went through, which is, molestation, domestic violence, those things, and I see that they got stuck there and they weren't able to move or be confident in themselves, and I was able to do that, then I knew it would be very selfish of me to not teach and help, especially as a healer and someone who really loves and values people. How could I not share that? How can I teach you something but not tell you why I'm teaching you? I'm teaching you from experience, and that the experience is what helps them even trust me because they're like, oh, well, if she's been through it, then that means she understands it. That means she knows how I feel and what I'm going through. So now I'm good with it. But there was a point in time where I was shameful about being able to share what it was that I endured.
Oh, that is so good. And a lot of people don't move forward because of shame. Shame keeps us stuck. It keeps us embarrassed. So if y'all are just joining us, we are here for a time of greatness. In 2 weeks, we will be at the weekend of greatness, and all of these ladies will be here. Speakers, attendees, next level chicks, everybody. We will be here, and so we're going to be digging deep when we talk about um, moving towards our greatness. It's not easy, and so we have to get in the right rooms with the right people. So I guess we need to get the link in here. I don't know if it'll let me post it, but I want to talk about if Latoya, are you able to post it? You say yes?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
The link for the table.
What was the question?
Are you able to post a link for the weekend of greatness?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do that.
So what I want to talk about is, and Carol can definitely attest to this. So as we pursue this greatness, a lot of times I didn't really talk about it to anybody because I felt like people were going to be negative and try to talk against the dream and that kind of stuff. And I remember when we first got on this journey, Carol and I remember Carol, some people that you knew were like, well, who does she think she is, posting all these pictures and just doing all this stuff. And so that kind of stuff make people feel like, oh my God, I don't want people, what are they going to think? How are they going to feel? So they're scared to really put themselves out there. But if you have greatness in you, you have to show up. You have to do what you need to do. You cannot be the best kept secret. And so one of the things that Carol did, she kept showing up. She didn't care. She didn't let that stop her. I didn't let it stop me. I mean, somebody said, oh, you think you're important now. That's what somebody told me. And so as you move towards these types of things, and that's part of our next question is, how do you stand up when people try to knock you down? How do you stand up when people try to knock you down? As we're talking, we just want y'all to know the weekend of greatness is November 30th through December 2nd. You need to get your ticket. It's going to be so amazing. Thursday night, the 30th, is hip hop night. And pajamas, purpose prayer pajamas. It's going to be amazing. So Thursday, we have Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 3 days of greatness. So you want to make sure that you are at the weekend of greatness, and the link is right there. So can y'all answer that question again? How do you stand up to people when they try to knock you down as you pursuing your dream? Okay, I'm gonna call people. Amber?
I was just about to get on there. So what you were speaking to, that what came to me was like imposter syndrome. Where at once upon a time when I was like the domestic violence girl, who am I to try to teach somebody and tell them that they can have confidence in themselves? When I was once this person who was letting a man mistreat me and beat on me, who am I to teach somebody that, you know? So it's really me knowing that I've done the work to get to where I am now, and I'm constantly doing the work, the hard work, because it ain't easy. Which is why a lot of people don't do it. It's hard to face myself and say there's some trauma that I've endured. There's some things I got to get through. There's some forgiveness that I'm holding on to that I got to let go of. And the way it's showing up is me being either emotionally unavailable, not having confidence in myself. So I have to, the way I keep on pushing forward and the way that I keep on making sure I show up is remembering again, God called me to this. God don't make no junk. And because he called me to this, I have to keep reminding myself and saying that you are here for a reason, that you matter. And even when everybody on the outside don't see it, even in the oddball in my family, because they're not doing it. So it's like I'm breaking generational curses and doing something that I've never even seen before. I'm walking by faith every day because I've never seen this, but I'm constantly showing up and knowing that I got confidence in myself. I know that I matter, and I know that I'm here changing the world. And I got that because I do get validation from people on the outside, but even when they're not giving me that, I got enough people that I helped to keep me pushing forward and doing what I need to do.
Woo, that was so deep right there. That was so deep. Somebody put in the comments, show up, show up. Because as Amber said, she had to show up and do the work. And so many people are not ready or willing to do the work. You cannot ever, greatness and laziness, that just doesn't mix at all. You got to show up and you have to do the work. So when you make that decision to take the deep dive, and a lot of people, it may not even be laziness. It may be nervousness. It may be scaredness, because sometimes people not really ready to face what's going on with them. And so it is scary. So we don't always show up. And that's why we need things like the Weekend of Greatness for people to come and do this deep work. Because when we have greatness in us, we can't just let it die inside of us. We got to show up and do the things that we need to do so we can get to that great side. So this is great what you said. I'm going to call on Latoya. How do you stand up to people when they try to knock you down? When you talk about your greatness,
How do I stand up to people when they try to knock me down? Um, wow, there's so much I can say about that. One thing for me, I had to realize that I had to set boundaries, right? And because there was so long that I was a people pleaser, so I was always interested in making sure, that everyone else was pleased except myself. So setting those boundaries and even understanding my greatness, right? Understanding that I still have to be great despite of. I have to make a decision to be great despite of. So setting boundaries, is still a work. I'm still a work in progress when it comes to finding my voice, and not settling.
not settling. I love that, not settling. And being great in spite of. And not only is it just about standing up to people, but many times it's about standing up to yourself. Because a lot of
Absolutely.
times we are our own worst critic, our own worst enemy. And so it's about standing up to yourself as well. And many times we don't do that. We don't stand up to people, and we don't stand up to us. And so when you don't do that, how are you going to get to your greatness? Carol?
All right. Well, one thing is that I believe that you have to be confident in yourself and understand who you are and who you belong to. And when you know what God has assigned for you to do, what He has given you, a purpose in life, then you have to take that mindset regardless of what anybody says or whatever. I know what God told me, so I am moving forward regardless. You have to be confident in what God has placed in you, to know that if you have to stand alone, if you have to walk alone, you know that you're not going to be walking alone anyway, because the greater one is walking with you. So you have to understand who you belong to.
Ooh, yes, yes, yes. I love it. You have to understand who you belong to, and you're never alone. Move forward regardless. Yes, y'all, let's share this out. Um, throw up some hearts because they are saying some great stuff. This is so amazing. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. Let's get to Angela. So, how do you stand up to people when it's time when they're trying to knock you down?
I would say I really readjust and redefine that relationship that I have with that person. And is it time to move on? Are they becoming a disruption that's keeping me from advancing into my expansion phase? And then I replace them with people who are supportive and that can give me that and aren't telling me, well, you can't do this or why you have this or do that. So it goes back to those positive relationships.
Yeah, sometimes you may need to replace people, Angela said. And
Yeah.
that is just so cool. We need to replace people. So I have one more question for you all before we really get into the weekend of greatness and what it entails and why you want to be there. So my question is, I know in my pursuit of greatness that I have had more distractions, more disruptions than anything I've ever had in my life. And I'm not sure if y'all have had that, but I want to hear like, if you does it seem like since you announced that like I'm trying to move to my space of greatness, I'm gonna go to my next level. Like it seemed like hell broke loose. Like the doors of hell just opened up and distractions, disruptions, um, all this stuff, destruction, whatever is happening. Have you faced that? And how do you move past those distractions? How do you get back up? What do you do? All right, let's go with Latoya.
Well, first, I'm gonna just be very transparent and say sometimes I may have a little pity party, right? But I don't always stay there. And it's okay to be in the moment and feel what you're feeling at that time, right? Because we need to understand those feelings so we know how we need to move forward in terms of healing, if that makes sense. But
Right.
then I also have to, take a look at the other resources that I have. Like Amber Nicole said, my community, making sure that the people that are down for me, they understand what I'm going through, right? Because that way they can speak into me when I can't speak into myself. Continue to pray and so many things. Just the connections, the networks that I have with my lady friends. You all, I know I could pick up the phone if I'm going through something. I'll be like, look. I'm gonna need you to pray for me because life is life right now, right? So just understanding that it's okay to feel the feelings when you're going through something, but understand that life is gonna happen regardless. So either I can lay there and continue to wallow in it, or I can get up and move. And I choose to get
Absolutely.
up and move, but I understand that I do have to feel it so I know how to move forward in my healing.
Yes, yes, yes. I love it. All right. Carol.
Mm. Ooh, rephrase that question one more time.
So when you decided that you were gonna pursue your greatness and step
Mhm.
into it, did it seem like all hell broke loose, distractions, disruptions? I mean, everything going wrong. With if that happened, how did you move past
Well, you know what? I'm gonna take it and go all the way back to when I from the first table of greatness when we had to do the work, and I think I shared that earlier on another call, when I decided that I was going to pursue the acting. And um and then the very day that I finally decided to go and do an audition, that I had a strep throat and I was sick in the bed, couldn't move, couldn't hardly talk, couldn't do anything. And of course I began to have a pity party and say, I'm sick, and I can't do it. And I remember Miss Purpose Pusher, and I remember you saying that, well, this is the moment that you've been waiting for. this is your time. You need to go. I said, but I'm sick. I can strep throat. I can't do. And you said, you need to go. And in that moment, I had to get myself together, because, sometimes, when God presents an opportunity, for you, he shows you, what are you going to do? What are you going to do if I give you an opportunity? Regardless of what you're facing, are you going to pursue it? So I got up out of my sick bed, went to the audition, and then landed the role. Now, if I would have stayed stuck in how I was feeling or all of that, I wouldn't even be where I am today. But I am so grateful to God. Listen, y'all just don't understand. anyways so I had to just pursue regardless of how I was feeling and go forward.
Amen. Never mind, she had strep throat when I making people sick, bringing them. No, just playing. But
Your purpose push is sitting out there sick.
hey, she got the role, and nobody got strep throat that I know of. She covered herself up, and she did what she needed to do. Sometimes you just have to get up and do stuff, and it seemed like, when opportunities come, we have to move forward for those opportunities so that we can get to our next level. So that was really, really good. Angela.
Yes, I would say that the people, rephrase it to say it one more time for me.
This is about distractions and disruption.
Oh, the distraction. Just keeping the faith. Like, I'm going through that right now. Like, there are so many disruptions trying to just stop my path. Like, and it's trying to make me teeter back on the old. And it's like, no, but I'm here going to the new. So it's like, I just keep the faith and know that all will be well, and just on my feeling, depend on what my gut is telling me. Also, I've learned to really, really rely on what my body is telling me about certain things also. So that's that energy field. We got to stay cognizant of that also.
Yes, I love it. Keep the faith, because a lot of times that really shows the faith that you have when you're going through all those distractions and everything is going wrong, and you feel like you losing and nothing is going the way you want it to go. It's like, oh my God, what am I to do? So that is when you need to stand on your faith. Even if it's just a mustard seed, you got to stand on it, because without faith, we know that it is not going to happen. So even though it looks like everything is not happening, you just done and counted out, as long as you have that faith to keep going, you won't get to where you need to get to. And what I do understand and what I do know is that we've all been through some type of distractions. And through those distractions, guess what? Y'all still here, right? Yep. You're still here. You made it. And so things go wrong so that they can go right. And when we keep the faith, this is what happens. We get to our greatness. Amber. Yeah.
So let me just say, when I first started, I would say I didn't have as many distractions because it was really just me just doing stuff, right? But baby, the last 2 years has been the hardest years of my life. And I'm like, what is happening here? But I had to realize that obviously there's a lot of people that I'm supposed to be helping. And the enemy knows, oh, no, she about to be breaking territories and doing things. So let me go ahead and throw this distraction in her way. Let me go ahead and do this. Let me send this over here. Let me mess up her money right here. Let me mess this relationship up a little bit over here, to get me in my feelings and get me all over the place. And so I had to be like, what is happening here? I had to question myself, and there has been multiple times in the last 2 years where I was just like, do I really want to do this? Because this is difficult. It's hard enough trying to keep myself together. And now I'm trying to keep myself together and help other people. Like, do I really want to do this? But then I had to get to the point and realize, but if I don't do this, where am I going? Because I'm not going back to who I used to be. There's nothing there. I don't want to be working 9 to 5 job all the time. I want to keep walking in my purpose. So what other direction do I have to go besides this direction? So I guess if I got to walk the narrow road and go through the hard stuff and do what I need to do, I'm gonna cry my tears, break stuff at the break room that I went to. and do what I have to do. And then obviously, talking to people around me that like I said, keeping people around me that helps me. Even watching you, Renette, like when I see like the videos and stuff that you put out there helps me be like, I got to keep on going. I got to keep on pushing. I can't stop. I'm distracted. I'm frustrated right now, but I can't let the enemy win, because if I do, then the people that I'm connected to won't get the healing that they need. And like I said before, I really genuinely love people. And so because of that, I got to keep what my purpose is in mind and why I'm doing it. And when I'm starting to get in those distraction things starting to happen in my life.
Ooh, yes, yes, and it's just hard, and um, you just keep going, like you said, the distractions and watching other people, being in other groups and stuff like that. And even though, I mean, I tell people all the time, and one thing I believe as a coach is to be transparent and be real, and that's why I like coming on and doing this type of stuff, because all of us are being transparent, because hey, we look good. We look good and we sound good, but y'all see, it's not always good. And so through the bad times is when you grow. You don't grow when everything is happening and it's great and it's lovely and it's beautiful. Is you got to go through some hard times. And I love how you said, hey, we got to just keep going. And it's like, what is going on? What's happening? Because it's hard. And so again, we got to do hard things. And like Latoya said, I'm very big on, pity parties are okay, because if you just keep trying to be the strong one all the time, at some point you will break. So I cry, and I cry every day, actually, ever since my grandson and my daddy died. It's every day. And so what I do know is I got to give myself a rule. I can't stay stuck there. So I have a 72-hour rule. And after them 72 hours, it's like, suck it up, buttercup, get up, let's go. And so I have to get up and go. So I talked about this earlier when I was speaking about finding my happy space and place. I get up, I dance. People wonder why I dance, because that helps me to move forward. I dance, I joke, I laugh. I love doing lives. I love speaking. Find the happy place and the thing that you can do to keep you going when those distractions are happening. Don't stop. That's the thing. Don't stop. Don't stop. Not even when you get to the top. It's no stopping point. And so this is why we do the Weekend of Greatness, which is November 30th through December 2nd. And all of you all have been a part of the Weekend of Greatness. Y'all know what it's about. So I'm going to talk about night one, and I'm going to tell y'all, Tony Washington, she's a speaker for that Thursday. She already said she going to have the best hip hop outfit. Okay. So I'm trying to wonder, y'all gonna have the better outfit or Tony gonna have it, because she said she is going to have it. So I'm gonna tag her right now. She told me to let everybody
Well,
know.
Mondays live, I said I was gonna win the hip hop contest.
You said
Y'all
it
got
too. Oh,
y'all
it's
got
about
that.
yeah, so we're gonna make that happen. So when we talk about hip hop and where it's been over the last 50 years, there was a lot of transition, and that's what happens when you step into your greatness. It's going to be some transition in the process. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about determination, resilience, getting back up, moving forward, and not quitting, not throwing in the towel. So that's going to be good. And that's Thursday night. That's the bonus night. It is complimentary. And then we also have that same night, 7:30 to 9:30, hip hop night. Then we got about 30 minutes of shopping. Then we having prayer, purpose, and pajamas. Woo. And so we're gonna have some amazing women, Angela, Miss Ella, kind of putting that out there. So um, that's gonna be amazing as well. Then we have Friday, money, mindset, manifestation, ooh, and massages. Ooh. So that's going to be a great thing as well, because we need to talk about money. A lot of people don't like to talk about money. They get funny when we talk about money. But if your money funny and you change strange and you ain't looking and talking about it and ain't working through it, it's not going to work for you. How about that? Mindset. That's first and foremost. We could have the tool set. We could have the mindset. We could have the skill set. What's more important? Y'all, anybody? What's more
I would
important?
say
Tool set?
your mind is important, because then that's how you get to be able to build onto your tool set.
Right. That's how you build
So,
on to your tool set, your skill set. I mean,
your skill
You got to have it together, your mindset. So we're going to be talking about mindset as well. And so if you don't have the mindset to think that you can do something or do better, how are you going to manifest it? And so after we do all that deep dive, because we're gonna be, breaking barriers and smashing limiting beliefs. I can't wait. That's gonna be so much fun. Then we're gonna have massages. Ooh. So we're gonna be after our deep dive, then we're gonna be able to be put in our state of relaxation and get a massage, and then we get the party and go to the gala, the awards gala, to celebrate ourselves. When I say this thing is power packed and it's really designed to help you to move forward and to really walk in your greatness and see women that are being great and doing great things, all of these ladies here are amazing. They all are walking in greatness. You will hear from each and every one of them at the Weekend of Greatness. All the ladies that you've heard over these last 3 days. Oh my God. You do not want to miss it. And then on Saturday, we have the actual table of greatness where it all started. That's where we wear our red, our power color. And so that's what we really do the deepest dive, and we plan out how we're going to leave out of 2023 and walk into 2024. So when you leave, you'll have the work done, and now all you have to do is follow the plan. So with that being said, y'all have all been to the Weekend of Greatness, the table of greatness. I want to hear some thoughts about what you got from the table or the Weekend of Greatness. Let me pick Amber.
I think I started it 2 or 3 years ago virtually. It was the first one that I went to. It was awesome. I actually have had some amazing connections with other women just from being a part of that. I started obviously with you, and then I met women that I'm still connected with today. So having that was awesome. And having different people speak on different subject matters. You need confidence, you need money mindset, you need all these things you need to grow and to build and become better. And then the massage, ooh, Lord, I can't wait to the massage. But and the massage, what I'm saying, is just an added bonus. And not only that, we have fun. It's not all deep and stuff all the time. Like, we need the depth and the tears, and you need that. But it's also, we have a good time. Last year was fun. Like, we was fun. We danced. So it's an awesome event. Definitely something you want to be at, if you want to be able to learn, grow, have great connections with other women, and then have a good time.
Absolutely. And if you are around me, honey, anybody that know me knows it's about to be a breakout dance. It's going to be a dance. If nothing else, we're going to dance and we're going to do some work. We're not going to, it's great. I mean, we're all speakers and we love speaking into the lives, but this is not about us. This is for us to pour into others so that you can get what you need. You are coming for you. So you can invite the friends and the family and the mama and the sister and the cousin, but at the end of the day, it is really about you getting what you need. So if the sister, the mama, the friend, the cousin, they dragging their feet and they playing, you got to come alone. Some things you have to do alone, and it is okay. So, yes, you want people to come with you. We hope that happens for you. But if not, you come by yourself because you have got to do the work. And so long as you sitting waiting on people, and that's what happens. A lot of times I know when I started walking and my children would be like, Mom, wake me up. Wait, don't go till I go. First of all, if you want to go, you're going to wake yourself up.
Yeah,
You're grown. Doesn't need to
exactly.
be waking you up. Second of all, if you don't get up and do what you're supposed to do and not where you are, I'm out and I'm going to do what I need to do. I've never missed a walk because I was waiting on somebody. We can't wait on others when God has called us to greatness. Don't lose your space and your place that God is trying to give you because you're waiting on others. So that was amazing that you said, Amber. That was really, really good. Carol, you're on mute.
You're on mute.
Yes, I just realized that. Thank you. Yes, the weekend of greatness. I mean, it's simply amazing. I mean, with all of the awesome women, the speakers that come, they pour into the lives of the women that's there. We learn so much, and I mean, you just have a moment that you just glean and glean and glean, and you truly leave.
Uh-oh.
person.
What is
And
happening?
so I love the fact that we also have fun. We have a good time. When you had the, I think was last year, the first year that you honored women for their courage. And I mean, just, and that
That
was a
was one.
beautiful night, elegant night. People were dressed in their gowns, and stories were shared. And just to see the women that were honored, how you crown them, for their courage and for their tenacity and moving forward. I mean, it was just amazing. Listen, anybody that's listening to this live, let me tell you something. I encourage you to invest in yourself and come to the weekend of greatness
Yeah.
so that you can leave empowered to be able to take over in 2024.
Absolutely. You didn't tell them that you tore the house down and had people crying last year on your performance. She'll be back, y'all. That part.
Uh,
Yes, you did that, Carol. You really did.
She
And we're
did.
looking
Yes, she
forward
did.
to it again this year. We can't
amen.
wait. Carol is a performer, so yes, she will be performing for us. Yeah, so we're super excited about that. Angela, you live.
I would have to say, piggyback off of what everybody else said, the connections, what you learned, and just for me, that coaching session that I had. Not only do I have a book idea, I haven't even started that, but I have my signature program is almost done. Like it's already, I'm
It's
already beta
amazing.
testing. So that just alone is with the accountability of being in the next level chick. So just a group of ladies who were like, okay, we got goals and we're gonna squash them together.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Angela won a purse last year. Mm,
Oh
yeah.
She
yes,
sure did.
yes, yes. Oh, oh my God.
Yes, she won a bag. So yes, 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 a nice bag. So you never know what you're gonna get. But I tell you what. Well, I'm just going ahead and tell y'all what we have this year. So
Ow!
every paid attendee that comes to the weekend of greatness, your name will go into a drawing for a trip to where? Las Vegas. Yay!
All
Okay.
right.
Weekend.
I love tripping, and everybody that know me knows that I love Las Vegas. That's like one of my
Las
favorite.
Vegas.
Yes, my favoriteest places in the world. I love Las Vegas. So yeah, we're gonna have a trip to Las Vegas. So yep, your name gonna go in the drawing, and we're gonna see who gets the trip to Las Vegas. Yes. So that's amazing. So Latoya, last but not least.
Um, piggyback off what all the ladies said. I won't repeat it. It's absolutely amazing. It's an experience. We've created memories. We created sisterhood, bonds, friendships, collaboration partners. One of the things that I will add for me was the accountability because, like Ever Nicole said, you got to do the work. So we started the work there. We finished some of the work there, but it's ongoing. You have to continue. So just having the ladies, after the event, we connect at the event and we, we do the work and we start the work, but we have to share that with somebody else so that they can keep us accountable. So these ladies
Yeah.
have kept me accountable, y'all. We had the last weekend of greatness in February, and they've been keeping me accountable ever since. So I know for me, if I don't tell anybody about what those goals are, for me to continue to be great, then I may just kind of let them fall by the wayside. But these ladies don't let me do that. I'd be like, hold on, let me see where I'm at with my goals because they're gonna be asking me. So that accountability piece is absolutely amazing. And I mean, hey, accountability. Do the work.
Yes.
Continue the work. The
Yes.
work
Yeah,
continues.
absolutely. Accountability. It's your responsibility to get around people, to connect, collaborate, and celebrate so that you can really get that thing that you need to go to your greatness and accountability. A lot of us struggle with that. And so just having a
Mhm.
great foundation and a way to start the year, that's so amazing. And like she said, we start the work there, but it's not finished. You got to keep going, keep doing. But when you come to places like this, it just changes your life and gets you excited and ignited to do those things that can help you to go to the next level. I will say it over and over. The one thing that changed everything for me was to go to a women's empowerment event. And Carol will tell you, I complained, I complained. They got me mixed up. They stupid. They think I'm about to pay $9.97 to pay some stupid pictures on a board, child. But I could do that at my own house. I ain't about to pay jack. And when they kept coming, I was like, if they come to me one more time, Carol will tell you this was before I was who I am today. And so, Carol, the way we went to that is when they put it half, what, buy one, get one half off, right? And so I think it was either that, buy one, get one half off, or what, huh? I can't hear you. You on mute.
Yeah, I think it was buy one and then bring someone with you. I think
Okay,
that's
buy
what it
one, bring one. Oh,
was.
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe that's what it was. So I was like, Carol, girl, if they call me one more time, just come on with me because I ain't with this. They keep asking me. When I tell you I got there and it was like, oh my God. Because when they used to talk about what they were doing and where they were going, see, didn't have the right mindset. Oh, they just lying. Why they child by? They ain't got no that. They lying. They ain't got jack. They ain't even did that. They just trying to get my money. I was talking cash trash. I really was, and I'm being so honest. But I had to get to the space and place to really go. Sometimes you have to go and try it and see it for yourself. You have to get in the room. And that was the time that I got in the room. And when I got in the room, I'm telling you, it changed my life. It set my soul on fire to do the thing that I am doing now. And just to get to a different space and place. And I really learned at that conference that self investment is the best investment. I've invested in myself. Never invested that much money before. Now that doesn't seem like a whole bunch of money. And that was in 2012, I think it was, that we went. And it was just so worth it to go. The connections we still have today, the different things. And so when you come in the space, you're going to definitely, we believe in really over delivering. And we really believe in helping people go to the next level and stepping into their greatness. Each one of these ladies on here are committed. Each one that have been on every night, we're committed to helping people to get to their next level. So we invite you to join us at the Weekend of Greatness so you can manifest your greatness, the metamorphosis, and change your life so it's unrecognizable. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, ladies, for showing up for us. Yes, Erica. Erica is one of our honorees. Yes, she will be there at the Weekend of Greatness. What she say? Uh, See you soon. She said that Upson-Bush, the queen of greatness. Oh, Erica, congratulations for being an
Yeah.
honoree. We can't wait to celebrate you and honor you at the Weekend of Greatness. Share this out. The peeps need to see this. Everybody needs to see it because it's going to be amazing. So we won't keep y'all. We were a little longer tonight than we've been, but we know that this is important work. This is important work. So yes. So y'all want to round us out with any last words real quick? Let's start with I see Amber first. Amber, Carol, Angela, Latoya.
I just want to start by saying that if you don't show up for this, then you're going to, number one, really miss out. And number two, how much do you believe in yourself if you're not showing up for something and being in a group of women that's going to help you become the best version of yourself? You have to invest in yourself. I mean, I know they got YouTube University. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But the true investment is really invested in you. And investing means taking the money. It ain't even about the money. The money is nothing. The money is going to be nothing compared to the women that's going to be in the room, that's going to teach you, that's going to pour into you, the fun that you're going to have, the connections that you're going to make. Don't even think about the dollar amount. Think about how much better you're going to be after you get done on the other side of this. So who cares about how much it actually costs? Because it don't even, what you get is not nothing compared to what's going to be in there. What she charges should be charged way more than what she charges, like for real. Like what you're gonna pay, you're gonna get so much more on the outside of that. So I always think of it like, is the investment in me is worth, there is no dollar amount that I would ever spend on investing in myself.
Yes, 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 Amber. Yes. Woo, you said that. All right, next.
Yes. So take a moment to realize and understand that the procrastination has got to stop. Invest in yourself while you have an opportunity to do so. God has placed so much within you, but sometimes you need to be in an environment that it could be stirred up, you know, stirred up so that you can be able to walk in your greatness. And you have to be in that atmosphere. The weekend of greatness is a place where that's going to happen. Like all of us have said tonight, you have got to be in the place to be able to be poured into, that God can stir up the greatness in you so that when 2024 comes, that you will be ready to take over.
Woo! All right, all right. Y'all preaching tonight. Lord, we need to pass the collection plate round. All right. Next.
Okay, for me, you need to come if you in Pennsylvania because it's cold, and you need to go to Florida where it's warm. And also, of course, we must invest in ourselves. Like this has become the age of materialistic and materialism and currency. The currency is no longer money. The real currency is your well-being, and that always starts with your mindset. So, in your personal development and your self-improvement. So let's go. Come on.
Woo. Yes, yes, yes. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, yo. Look, let me stop. Okay. Next.
Let's go. Um, so there's a saying that says, "Uh-oh, can y'all hear me?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm lagging, guys. So hopefully you can hear me okay. So there's a saying that says, "The way you do anything is the way you do everything." So think about that anything that you're doing.
Ooh.
Okay. The weekend of greatness can help you transition and transform that. So as they said, let's go invest in yourself. We want to see your face in the place. So go register and bring a friend with you.
Okay, 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 okay. So this has been wonderful, a time of greatness. I thank y'all so, so much um for just being here and pouring into the ladies. And hopefully you understand how important that greatness is and that God has called you to something bigger. So take the time, make the time, sacrifice, because greatness requires sacrifice. Is some people get there by plane, train, however you got to do it, automobile. Make your way, find a way. Sometimes people are, they come and they don't even have a place to stay, but they come and they show up. And they may sit in the hotel and go take a bath in the bath. Not saying that you have to do that, but when you pursue that greatness and you really, really want it, those are things that people do, you know. So, what is it worth to
To
you
you.
to really get the greatness that you are seeking? And we're not here like, oh, God, we're inviting you to greatness, to your next level, to do a better thing. Because you can't do the same thing and expect a new thing. You got to do something different. You got to do something. So we're inviting you to different. All right. So thank you for joining us. We really appreciate you all. I need to tell y'all ladies something, and we're going to end the night. Y'all have a wonderful evening. We'll talk to y'all later. Hopefully, we see y'all at the table. The weekend
Come
break.
on.